Hello friends and happy summer. So I've made a few purchases for the summer season for our homeschool, and so rather than just a haul, I'm going to share it in an order to all at the same give you an idea of our plans for summer. So let's begin with reading and read alouds. Our read aloud will be Pippi Longstocking, and Pippi was my favorite book as a little girl. The story is about two siblings who get a new neighbor who is Pippi, and she's a little spunky and she always gets into some peculiar adventures. She has a horse who lives on her porch and a monkey friend named Mr. Nilsson. And to help lead us on an adventure of our own, we are using the HearthMagic Pippi Longstocking Family Literature Guide. So, if you've been here a while, you know the gist of this. Activities like art, copywork, nature studies, geography, recipes, and handwork to take you through each chapter of the book. So, in this book, there are 11 chapters. For example, in chapter 1, we are to draw or paint how we imagine Pippi, create a map of Pippi's adventures, and there's a recipe to make Swedish pancakes. In chapter 2, we're prompted to make another Swedish recipe, go thing finding, and make a thing finding bag, all that which correlates to the book. And so we're super excited for yet another magical and wonderful family literature adventure thanks to HearthMagic. This goes perfectly with our big year on geography. And if Bella enjoys this story, then I can go ahead and purchase the other 2 or 3 books in the Pippi Longstocking series. My teenagers are already working through the level 8 book studies from The Good and the Beautiful. My son is reading through an Abraham Lincoln biography. My daughter is reading through The Touch of Magic and the Story of My Life, a biography and autobiography on Helen Keller and Annie Sullivan. And once they have completed these books along with the book studies, they will swap out for the summer. So as they work through the book study, they're working on writing, spelling, grammar, usage, punctuation, vocabulary, literature, handwriting, and art. For example, in art, first my daughter will work on nature art appreciation and studying famous nature artists. In grammar, adjectives and adverb rules, apostrophes, interjections to name a few, commonly confused words, and literary devices. For geography, she's studying Puerto Rico. And the art is The Good and the Beautiful classic, just stunning. And the same type or topics of work are in the Abraham Lincoln biography. Examples for art are ancient Greece art and mediums and styles of Greek artists in the 1800s, which is also history. For geography, there is study on Kentucky, Washington, D.C., and Greece studies. Grammar, abbreviations, plural nouns, capitalization, and comma rules. Our next unit study will be National Parks of the USA. So we have the picture book along with the activity book. This is the perfect unit to continue on with our Florida State Parks Junior Ranger program. Nat Geo Kids Funny Fill-ins, My National Park Adventure. A picture book for my little If I Were a Park Ranger. Nat Geo's Junior Ranger activity book. And a National Parks coloring book by Dover Coloring Books. I'm thinking about filming a more detailed flip through in a geography and science book haul video, so let me know in the comments down below if you want to see that. In the later summer months, so late August, we're finally moving on to marine biology. This is a rollover from the school year. We are a year-round beach family, being that we live just under a mile from the ocean. So really this unit will work year-round for us, but ideally during summer because we are on the water so much during the hot season. And again, I can definitely do a flip through of these resources in that science haul, but just for an idea, here are the reference books, readers, activity books, picture books, and read alouds I've acquired for this unit. Here is our seasonal binder. I keep one for every season with resources from HearthMagic. I print her beautiful coloring pages and keep them in here. For this season, there is also a midsummer festival guide. In this guide, she gives you a little bit of information on the history of midsummer and how it's celebrated around the world, thoughts on finding your own meaning and connections of midsummer, planning pages, circle time songs and stories and plays and ideas. I love this idea of exploring the elements as a summer bucket list. And of course, recipes and craft ideas and activities. In this binder, I also keep our seasonal poems and prayers along with handwriting worksheets. And lastly, I like to choose one or two circle time story sets. This season, we voted on The Three Little Pigs and Little Red Riding Hood. At the moment, I don't have anything structured planned for Independence Day. We're usually on the water all day until fireworks at dusk. Anyway, I did print this freebie pack from Chicky and Roo for the youngins. And so I will be happy with completing this pack and maybe reading a few books. Now Bella will continue on with any rollover curriculum. Noah did finish his, so before we move on to the next level for math and language arts in the Good and the Beautiful, I'm having him complete a few things for review. So I found this workbook on Amazon, and it's a lot of preschool basics, which will be review for him, but the entire workbook is done by cutting and pasting, which is what drew me to it. That works out well for Noah since we are focusing on dexterity work. Also in his daily binder is this nature journal by Kinder Nature Beginnings, created by Chicky and Roo. I love that this is really simple. It's a wonderful, simple resource for learning days of the week, observations, and logging of weather, and our daily time outdoors. But more than just the days of the week and the weather, this is to get him into practice of a habit of observing nature around us. I also put something similar together for Luna, who is in pre-K 3 if we must label her developmental stage. We do not give our children curriculum until the age of 5 or 6. That's dependent of the child, of course. So for Luna, I do like to use this preschool planning page from HearthMagic, one per season, and I find that's all I need for her. So I jot down our festivals and special celebrations, music and movement, art, handiwork, just something to keep me focused on the meaningful things for our season. So I also printed a Kinder Nature Beginnings nature journal for Luna, and so far she's engaged through our discussions and observations, and this is the most of the type of worksheet work she will get. This isn't new, but this is the resource I use for finger plays with Luna. I purchased this used off of a Waldorf BST page, and I love the vintage feel of it. And I tap off finger plays that correlate with the season. The little plant is one we recently learned, and so there are the finger movements and the words to recite along with the movements. There is also a music sheet if you know how to read and play. Sticker books. Luna loves them and they are wonderful for fine motor skills. And so it is bug season here in Florida during summer, and so I figured this book would be perfect for the season. And you can find this brand, Paper Craft, of sticker books at Dollar Tree. By the time you're watching this video, it's already officially summer, so a happy summer solstice to you and yours. I hope this beautiful season fills your life with warmth, health, and happiness.